Welcome to another edition of Jim Fixes Things. Sort of. Today we're going to try and shed light on why these guys no longer work. If you've watched my channel for any length of time at all, you know it's pretty much based on me not knowing much of anything about DIY projects. So no, I'm not an expert, especially at landscape lighting, but this looks pretty straightforward. I think I might be able to get something done today. What really makes it kind of hard is that it's been raining very profusely, and these things have been working for about 5 or 6 years without a problem. Half of them have stopped working. I pulled this one up. You can tell I've done some stuff here, getting things ready for today. I found out this one is pretty much eaten up with ants. In the base of it, all through here, are ants just nesting, I guess. And I'm thinking either they're shorting out the system or they have eaten through the wires. My thinking is the simplest fix is going to be making a trip to the big box store. Today it happens to be the friendly neighborhood Lowe's. Got the originals at Lowe's. The trouble is finding exact duplicates to replace the 3 that I have instead of having to buy 6 again. Here we go, the most crowded aisle in the whole store. Well, that was a lot easier than I thought it'd be. Had to go to 2 different Lowe's, but voila, got the goods. I was actually kind of worried the lights would be out of style and not available, so today I consider this big win. We didn't put up a landscape lighting. It came with the house, but we got kind of used to it and really don't want to get rid of it, so we're having to replace it. Not a big drain since we went LED. Little, you know, cheap lighting effect. Yeah, why not? Here's the grand plan. I bought a new length of wire and the lights. I'm hoping it's just the wire and then I can reuse the old lights. If I can't, I've got these. If I don't need these, I can take them back. The good thing is I don't have to shop for them. I know I've got them. I've got the 100 feet of wire, got the light. You've got to see how this all goes together. I think it goes together like the last one, which is pretty much a simple thing. Open up the box. Instructions, which, who needs those, huh? There's your light. That cord runs through here. And this is what crimps to the bottom of the cable. There. So it's pretty much run this to there. Connected somehow. Got this wants to keep sliding, so that must go. Ah, there we go. It's telescoping, Jim. It's just basics that I have to catch up on. Like I said, not really experienced at this. And eventually, it gets, there we go, it got tight. And you got this, you just twist and set the angle you want, okay. And of course, this one determines the height of the light. You can get the ones that are like really short, like right here that stick in the ground. We need the longer one to get past the bushes that we have. And again, this just crimps in. I've had an idea. Okay, I might just be wishing and hoping, but I've determined I'm going to have to buy one of these new lights because I'm going to try it out. I want to hook it into the old cable. Maybe the light is the problem, the one. And if it works, it'll make the other 2 work, and I can take the 2 new ones back. Simple fix, no new wire, nothing like that. Gonna keep my fingers crossed. See, what's really befuddling is these lights over here will come on this side, but yet the others won't work. So now that I've got the lights on, I've got to disconnect this one by untwisting it. Come on. Don't you love Yardscape? Okay, come on. This is what I've got to twist off right here. Simple twist. That's on there pretty tight. Okay, finally, it's off. What I'm going to do is put the new one directly on this old fixture and see if it'll come on. Tried connecting the new one So the old cord, nothing. Looks like it's the whole cord and all the new lights. Just found something interesting. Remember when I said when you use electronics you can't take them back? This is the spike that holds the light into the ground. Look. I don't think this is a new light, which makes me wonder if I need to try another light because that one might be defective. So I'm opening up light number 2. This is getting funny now. I thought that box was a little easy to open. Let's try this one. The good news is this one's not caked with mud, so this might be an actual brand new light. Let's find out. Okay, good news and bad news. This new one I just took out of the box wouldn't work either. So that's good news. That could mean that this one actually works. It's just the wire. Running the new wire is going to be the easy part. All I've got to do is string it through where we want it to run. And I've got to connect it to this box. Unplugged it. I think it just hangs on the wall. I did put this out here. Yeah. So I just have to see how to wire that new wire in. Did this a while back. Don't really remember how I did it. Gonna have to get a refresher course going. It's pretty simple. A couple of wires hooked in. I think I can handle that. Now the fun part. When I say fun part, because this is the old wire that we have to actually run by the stairs and up this way and around that way, and it's way under mulch. This new one I don't think it's going to be under mulch for a while. Anyway, not till we mulch again this spring. I'll just start unwinding it from here. Trouble is, it's kind of cold today. Winter's kind of come back. And this is going to be really hard to deal with once it gets cold, so I've got to hurry up and do this. But it's basically just running wire through the yard. And the fun of wire that's been coiled for a long time is that it doesn't want to uncoil. So this is going to be interesting. The most fun I'm going to have is trying to get this seated behind these very thorny bushes. And running it down the length. So you can see it's just kind of loosely in through the bushes here. And across. All the way to a cute little bird bath. To that light. Yeah, these are thorny bushes too, so wish me luck. One of my major issues is going to be finding my wire strippers. I haven't used those in like years. As inexperienced as I am at DIY, that's one of those things I've had to have more than once in my lifetime, and evidently not too often, but somebody play the trumpet, please. I found them. And I'm equipped with my handy dandy Phillips head screwdriver to connect this new wire. Here we go. It is unplugged, okay. Wanted to make sure of that before I went any further. I can't tell which one's the negative, which one's the positive. I guess we'll find out, won't we? Yeah, it's pretty basic. Just some little tabs that hold it in. And that should be all there is. I have done this enough to know that when you split this, you want to put it on something solid you don't mind scratching up or scarring. And just enough pressure with a box cutter to, I don't know, maybe an inch or two, like this. Put the blade along the groove right here and split that way, away from you, and get on something you don't mind scratching up. It's something about like this, a couple of inches, and you're going to use your wire stripper to peel it back and connect it. Another trick is finding out which hole is going to be the right one to strip it the right amount to cut the coating without cutting the cable. Remember when I was saying I couldn't tell which was the positive and the negative? Usually on the wire there's a white stripe that'll tell you the negative or the positive. This isn't helping either, so it's potpourri today and pot luck. Let's see if I can get it done. Okay, new wire, box back on the wall. Now I'm going to take up the old wire and use that light to test the new wire. Let's see if I've got the positive and negative right. Pulled up the old wire, strung the new wire, and connected the box to the wall. I was not sure about the electrical supply, but watch. Voila! It came on. At least it's telling me I'm on the right track. Now to connect the rest of them, I'm going to try to use the old ones first, and the ones that I think are bad, I'm going to hook back in just to see if it wasn't the wire. But even after I put the new lights in, they didn't want to work. So I cleaned these little connectors, and who knows, maybe it was just a connector, maybe the wire, maybe both. I would suggest if you're going to be checking your landscape lighting, clean these little puppies just to make sure first. That is a grand sight, my friend. Every one are working. The great thing is I got to reuse the ones I thought were bad. Evidently, that connector might have been a problem, or like I said, was it the wire? The world may never know. This is one of the old ones. I'm not sure, again, whether it's bad or just had a bad wire, bad connector, but I'll probably keep it anyway. Because that's what everyone needs, isn't it? More stuff around their house they may never use again, just in case. Yeah, sure. All I've got to do now is clean up. And that's going to do it for this episode. If you liked it, give me a big thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel, would you? And remember, I'm fixing to see you again.